Hey friends, my name is Katie from Eternal Flame, and today I have something a little special for you all. I wanted to share a flip through of my Hobonichi A6 English Techo of my daily spreads, as well as a, official unboxing of some products that I picked up while I was in Washington, D.C. So if you're interested in seeing these two items here, which is a gratitude journal and a deck of cards, oddly, and a flip through of my Hobonichi A6 English Techo for 2023, please stick around. Thanks everyone. Alrighty, so before we get right into it, I wanted to take this quick moment to thank you all so very much for taking the time to join me today. As always, I very much appreciate it, so please let me know if you have any questions or suggestions and just leave that in the comment section down below. It's always awesome to know that I am not talking to myself. Alrighty friends, so I just recently went to Washington, D.C. several times actually. So I will share that with you all, some of my spreads. And so let's see where we are. So I went there for Go Wild a while back, and then I went back for business somewhere in here. We'll flip through it later. And while I was there, I took the opportunity to go to the wharf, and while at the wharf, there is this store called, I think, Politics and Prose. And I stopped by. So I had gone there previously and purchased gifts for friends and never anything for myself. So when I went back, I took the opportunity to go and treat myself to some goodies and support the local businesses there. So I bought a tote bag that's actually not pictured here. Honestly, because it looked like my dog Bailey, but really it was a wolf howling. But it was quite expensive, but definitely worth it. So I like to use it as a reusable bag when I go out and go shopping pretty frequently. So that's what I got, and then I also got these two things here. So I featured these, I think, in a reel or something, or maybe a short. And so I wanted to kind of explain to you why I got these and show you what I'm using it for. So this one is the How to Be a Moonflower deck with 78 ways to be to let the night inspire you by Katie and Daisy. So I was just walking through the store and kind of picking things up, and I saw one of these. I didn't know what it was, and it was all sort of like wrapped in plastic, so I couldn't open it up. Was pleasantly surprised. It says how to use this deck, so I'm not going to read the whole thing to you all, but it says, let's see. I've created a tool to help you embrace this beauty and wonder of the night, and to explore all the mystery it has to offer. You hold in your hands a deck of 78 cards that have the power to inspire, enchant, and awaken a new world within you. Oh my goodness, this is so sweet. So I'm not gonna waste your time and like read through the whole thing, but I'm super excited. So this is kind of what it looks like on the inside. I will see if I can find this on Amazon, and if I can, I will definitely include it in my storefront and link it down below so it's easy for you guys to access. I really hope that I can. And so let me just do a quick flip through my 78 cards. It's actually 77 because I took one already. And they're dual-sided actually, so I should have probably started with that. And you'll see that here. So gorgeous. Love these. It says breathe deep. This one says embrace mystery. Oh my goodness, let your imagination run wild. Oh god, I love these. I just love the aesthetic of it. It's so loose. It's almost like a loose watercolor. Here it looks like pressed flowers, and then oh my goodness, look at that. Okay, so that's what I got. I'm gonna throw this back in here so you guys can get one final look at how it came packaged. I think this would be a fantastic gift for a friend or self, of course. Okay, so next up is this A Life of Gratitude, a journal to appreciate it all, big and small. So I actually haven't had time to dig through this. This is going to be my raw reaction to it. Oh, and I have this card from So Pretty Terracotta. A Life of Gratitude. I was also inspired by the watercolor aesthetic of the artwork in here. So it says, begin now, start wherever you are right now, pause and really look around. What do you appreciate and why? Oh, this is so sweet. And this is definitely me. So very, very fun. We have yarn here. Just do a quick flip through. Look at that wagon. And this is what I aspire to be able to paint with my watercolors. Seeing that I just really haven't had the time to do it. I don't know for a fact, but I'm pretty sure that I cannot. I'm not as talented, but wow, just gorgeous. Love this so much. So flip this through. Love the quality of the paper, like the font. I love having a purpose for this book as well with prompts, so lots of fun. Alrighty friends, so let's switch right now into the flip through. Alright, so I'm gonna make a honest guess of where I left off. I know I did a plan with me in this spread right here. So what I'm gonna do is actually just start off here and kind of go and tell you a little bit about what inspired me along the way. All right, so to tell you a little bit about this planner in general, so I have multiple planners. This planner replaced my Hobonichi A5 Cousin in 22. I decided to replace it because I was really intimidated not only by the having to fill out the weekly spreads, but also the very large A5 sized daily spreads. So I figured that the A6 English was kind of a nice medium. It didn't have the weeklies, which is fine because I have a A5 size Take a Note, which is actually a private planner that I'm using. And I also felt that this size of page was more manageable and didn't feel like I had to fill it up. So it's been working out really well. Typically what I like to do is sit down probably honestly the week after to fill in 7 or so days using stickers that inspire me. In this case, because I was filming a Plan With Me video, I used a sticker sheet from the STICKII CLUB, so you'll see here for the holiday for St. Patty's Day, and then tied in some Simply Gilded and Happy Planner stickers as well, and then journaled a little bit up top. Over here, I just used any and all of my stickers, mostly inspired by the ones that I picked up from Go Wild in Washington, D.C. from the D-Stash section. Over here, I was trying to manifest ramen for the night. I was looking forward at our weekly. This was, sometimes I like to plan 7 days in advance and then give myself the opportunity to journal throughout the week and more realistically at the end of the week. So if I set it up in advance, it just takes some of that stress off. You'll see here too that I had recently paired up with Ferris Wheel Press and took the opportunity then to use my new Kakimori dip pen to sketch out some cherry blossoms since they were in season. And I think I just used honestly I think I used this Pilot Vanishing Point pen with EF nib to kind of draw the stems in as well. And you can see I love that this is one of my favorite inks of what is it called? Fluttering Heart, and it just happened to be the first time that I paired up with them, my first set from them. So over here I used a lot of my stickers from Go Wild, and they just happened to be purple tulip themed, and so you'll see that here exactly what I was explaining. I just like to set up roughly a week at a time and keep them consistent so they follow a similar pattern, use the same sticker sheets or same sticker books. Over here, you'll see that I started to play around with some of the fountain inks that my friend Carly gifted to me a while back. They were actually from Ferris Wheel Press. I did not at all realize that I had orange fountain ink, orange fountain ink. And I was pleasantly surprised because around this time I was planting my carrot seeds in the garden. Over here, this is the ink that I ordered with my Kakimori dip pen. I thought was a very natural brown color, but it's actually this bright hot pink color. So I used to use a Herbal Essence shampoo back in the day, and it was called Color Me Happy, so it reminded me of the color of that shampoo bottle. Over here, not so impressive, but no judgment. I used some of the next month's Ferris Wheel Press inks. I think, does it say it here? Yosemite Falls, and I'm not really sure which one this one was, but to sketch out a little mountain and journal a little bit about persevering and overcoming any challenges similar to a mountain. And then over here, because I had really nothing, I just took the opportunity to test out my new Diversity washi tape that I picked up off Amazon. Absolutely love this washi tape. It's a little thicker than the grid washi tape that I often use from Amazon. It was very affordable, came with these 5, and yeah, I will make sure that that's in my Amazon storefront. So over here, let's see, did I skip? Yep, so I skipped that page and went into April 1st. You can see I used some of my stickers from Meg. She had, so graciously gifted me, thank you so much, a bunch of, I guess, sticker kits. And I've never had a sticker kit before until both her and Yana had gifted me sticker kits, and then I fell in love with them. So now I'm trying to figure out which sticker kit company I want to go with when it comes to either signing up for subscriptions or just purchasing one-off kits and things. So if you have any suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comment section down below of ones that you recommend for quality and design. I think you guys already have an idea of what my design style is, and so that's what we have here. I paired it with some of my Happy Planner stickers as well as Sticky Club. Really loving, as you can see here, the Fluttering Heart ink. And then here, oh my goodness, this is one of my favorite Simply Gilded subscriptions. So I was really honestly about to cancel my Simply Gilded subscription, and then they sent this one out, and I'm absolutely in love with it. I think it was called Pastel Ink. So glad that I wrote this down. It came with these sticky notes here, so I actually taped it down because it wasn't adhering to the page. But I love that it's foiled, and like I said, I'm glad that I wrote this down. I love that it's heart-shaped as well, and I just love the starry, like Stella Luna theme of it as well, and of course the pinks and purples. Like, can't go wrong there. So over here, I played around with some of my stickers once again from Go Wild. I think these were from Sweet Kawaii Designs, which I had discovered through Amy when I was at Go Wild. She actually gave them away in her D-stash box outside her door, and then I met her and she was like, Sweet Kawaii Designs, they're the best, and the owner is awesome. So this was me just testing it out. I was, I guess, going to Bibble and Sip, so I used that to mark that. And then I often go to like, people make fun of me all the time in school and at work because I like to start my day off strong with an awesome breakfast and cup of coffee. And so here I have this little cake. Sometimes I go to Paris Baguette, actually pretty frequently, to get a slice of cake for myself for breakfast. It's really honestly embarrassing and extra. So not really happy about that, but just putting myself out there. All in. Here we have Easter Sunday, so I used the seals from Simply Gilded that I've collected, and I think this is Juniper. She's so cute, and yeah, best week ever. Paired it with all of these cherry blossom theme stickers from one of the subscription packs here from Simply Gilded. I also started to tie in some of these cloud STICKII CLUB stickers that I love. I love the texture of them, love the gold foiling. Bloom is in season, happy day. These are Happy Planner stickers. And I took the opportunity to just journal. I just used this Archer and Olive gel pen, which I actually really love. There's nothing really special to it, but I just love the colors. They actually tie in pretty well, and I love just how easy it is to use, and I don't get all confused because there's really only one size nib, so it's not like I can choose between a 0.3 and a 0.5. I made the mistake of buying white gel pens, like the Jelly Roll pens, in all different sizes, and now I get overwhelmed because I don't know what size I want to use. It's so silly. So over here, this was, I think, my trip to DC. I think that's part of it. It just happened to be, the cherry blossoms happened to be blooming in New York City at the time that I went to DC. A lot of the cherry blossoms in DC, at least around the mall, had already bloomed and fallen, but in New York they were blooming, so it was relevant. And so I took the opportunity to journal a lot about my trip in DC. As you can see here, I went to the Amish market in Joppa, Maryland. I had a dinner date with my friends at a Mexican restaurant, and I canceled, so you can see I just struck through that. We had Partners Day at school, so I journaled about that. I got to go with my husband and kind of show him what I've been up to for the last year and a half of my graduate degree program at NYU. So I journaled about that here. And then had dim sum with my grandparents. And then over here I had a discussion with a long lost friend. I received a call, and so I journaled a little bit about catching up there. These stickers are actually from Go Wild as well, and so you'll see here that I just tied it in with any of my appointments, things I needed to get done, some journaling, and some of my Happy Planner stickers. Right here, I started to experiment with some of that avocado ink from Meg. Thank you so much. Love this. I loved it so much that I actually ended up loading it into my Kaveco Sport Mini, I think. And then I have some of these stickers here. I can't remember where these came from. I want to say these were from Pipsticks. So they're a little thicker, but I thought that they tied in, especially with all of the journaling that I've been doing. So that's how I tied it in here. I have a big gap here, so I'll probably fill this in at the end of this video. But basically I just set it up playing around once again with my dip pen and some of that ink. This one was Diamine Meadow, once again from Meg in a sampler. And so that's what I have here, playing around again with more of those samples from Meg and pairing them with some of my Pipstick stickers, definitely trying to use them up. They're very different from my style, but I honestly wish that I saved this for Cinco de Mayo because, I don't know, I love the bright colors. Over here, some more Pipstick stickers, just trying to use them up. Some here are like matte, so I kind of like that, but they're definitely on the thicker side, so just keep that in mind if you're trying to reduce bulk. And then these are so fitting because I used to try to make these macrame hangers for my plants, and so using the like macrame cord here, I think I wanted to make these, but it was too much work. I made these wooden bead things at some point thinking I could sell it, and then I don't think I ever, maybe I sold one strand of beads. It's just honestly, I always encourage people to go right ahead, and if you find a handmade store on Etsy or online at all, or someone that you know, more preferably, go ahead and just, you know, pay the premium dollar for that handcrafted item, because at the end of the day, it's not, that's what I prefer to do. I prefer to support like small handmade crafters, small businesses, because I know what it's like. I know what it's like to struggle. I know what it's like to struggle to compete with these drop shippers. So yeah, definitely I'd say if you find like a handcraft, hand-designed Etsy shop, I apologize for the rowling. There must be a train going by. But yeah, definitely go and support them. All right, so here, once again, just trying to use more of these Pipstick stickers. So you'll see that here, just celebrating all the rain and hopefully harvest season to come. Over here, I'm just using some of the more recent, I think this was prior to Easter, the Simply Gilded subscription and some of my Sticky Club stickers that I will have featured in a previous video and flip through of my Hobonichi weeks. So basically I set up that spread and then use the rest of them, the stickers, in this planner. So it says the bravest thing you can be is yourself, which I 100% believe in. It takes some cojones, I would say, to be your authentic self these days. So that was really inspiring to me, and I pulled these from the Happy Planner sticker book. Color your world with kind words. And this was really encouraging because I don't know if you guys realize this, I try to definitely share with you all and respond to the comments, but gosh, those comments that you guys leave for me are always so encouraging, and I really do appreciate it because your kind words definitely inspire me to keep doing this. So thank you so much for that, and that's kind of where I drew that from. And then once again, Cinco de Mayo coming up. If I post this afterwards or maybe on Cinco de Mayo, I hope you guys have a wonderful Cinco de Mayo. I set it up here so that I have 3 check boxes that I can fill in as I go, but this is actually prior to Cinco de Mayo. So I set this up on, I think, April 30th. Is it 30th? Yeah. And then over here, this is a great example of how I tried to tie in those cards to inspire my spreads. I had talked about this previously in a flip through of my Hobonichi weeks, but it just kind of all comes full circle because I was on the phone with someone at work, or maybe it was previously. It's probably previously in this video and I forgot. I was having a conversation with someone and talking about overthinking things, and I was like, girl, I totally get it because I do that too. And so I actually put this down first. So now what I'm going to do is going to go back and probably create a separating line here and then journal about that discussion. It's just sometimes so crazy how coincidental things are. And then so over here, I just taped it in using some of my Simply Gilded washi tape. And because it's dual-sided, it says practice night gardening, which has nothing to do with what I journaled about in here. But it says a little bit about a fresh start. So basically reminding myself to just pray and leave it in God's hands. So here, going into this following week here, I am planning on going to Bogota, Colombia, and I probably will have already shared that with you guys in previous videos. I wish I had waited, honestly, but then I don't. I already set up a lot of the days that I will be traveling and packing for Bogota using some of my Simply Gilded stickers and some of the Happy Planner stickers as well. But I wish I waited because I've been debating trying out Hubman and Chub Girl or something, that brand. So if you guys know anything about them, definitely let me know your thoughts. My dear friend Christina has actually, I think she uses their planners and things, and in addition to their stickers. And I saw that they had the cutest travel kit and realized that the travel kit is actually out of stock. So I guess I wish I waited, but then I'm glad I didn't because they're out of stock anyway. But that would have been perfect for my trip to Bogota. But since I don't have that, I guess it's good that I've already set it up. Anyways, friends, I hope you enjoyed this quick flip through. This is what it looks like, just to give you a quick glance of what it looks like when I try to set up in advance and then backfill later on. But yeah, I really appreciate your time. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye, everyone.